good dude, great family man.
Yeah.
John Cena's probably a bad, but I'm saying like the company guy.
Yeah.
But an elite talent, a leader, and now the narrative has gone to he might get traded to Jacksonville for Blake Bortles and a couple first round picks.
I'm with
which
it.
Wouldn't really be a bad idea.
I'm with it, to be honest.
You give me Leonard Fournette and Blake Bortles, you can have Derek Carr.
Can we get Fowler too? Is there a way we get Fowler as well?
You got to get Fowler because you're not getting Ngukwe.
Yeah, one of them.
Because Ngukwe is smaller than Bruce Irvin, so you're not getting Ngukwe.
But my whole thing with the whole situation, and you already kind of touched on it, but first of all, man, all the people out there saying Amari Cooper is not worth a first-round pick are fucking stupid. Like, period.
The 4th overall pick for a reason.
Besides all that,
one of the greatest receivers in Alabama school history for a reason.
Even besides all that, like, a first-round pick is a shot in the dark. Amari Cooper is a sure thing. Yeah, he's had 2 drop-off seasons.
Who will fit somewhere.
And I know. I've had him on my fantasy team, too. So I get all you fantasy nerds who are like, ooh, Amari Cooper is not worth a first-round pick. Yeah.
I just pulled an upset this week, by the way. Beat a team.
Nobody cares about your fantasy team.
We should be 6-1, but whatever. We're 4-3 comebacks. And I got Nick Chubb, and I stole Nick Chubb.
Nobody cares, bro. All right. Anyways, so Amari Cooper is worth the first-round pick because, honestly, last year he would have been a first-round pick if he came out again. 2017, he would have been a first-round pick, probably a top 10 pick, probably a top 5 pick, maybe.
He would have been he would have been better than Calvin Ridley.
And this year,
he would have definitely been better than Calvin Ridley.
And this year, they're talking about the draft like it's not all it's cracked up to be. So
it's a bunch of.
He probably would have been a first round pick again. So pretty much, Dallas gave up what he was worth.
Sorry, N'Keal Harry out of Arizona State, and I think Anthony Johnson out of Buffalo are possible picks. But this was such a deep receiver class, this draft, of guys who could just fit in somewhere, that it's way too early to tell. And it's not like that Mike Evans wide receiver draft class, the Odell draft class. That's one for the ages historically.
So pretty much the Cowboys gave up his value. And then when you consider the fact that
he's him in the first round.
He's already proven in this league, which a first round pick, we don't know. They could easily be a Corey Coleman, a Rashad Breeland, I don't know.
Wow, that's gross. Rashad Breeland is a corner, by the way. I think you meant Brashard Perriman.
Brashard Perriman, yeah.
Out of UCF, by the way. Don't take
Kevin White.
For West Virginia, who actually caught a Hail Mary in that Chicago New England game, but he got stopped
actually
at like the
one
2 yard
thing
line.
He can do.
He caught it and it was great, but yeah, I feel bad for him because I really wanted Kevin White to be good, but those injuries.
Same.
He's finally healthy now. He's finally actually healthy. So you never know. But a broken shin sucks, and then he had ankle and knee injuries or whatever.
But my whole issue with the whole Amari Cooper is not Amari Cooper getting traded. Like
John Gruden's
this team sucks, and we haven't been using Amari Cooper for 2 seasons now. And I hope he goes to Dallas and plays well, even though Dak Prescott is not any better than Derek Carr, and their offensive line
stop,
much better than the Raiders anymore.
I might have to mute your mic.
Offensive lines fall off pretty fast in 2 years because those were 2 of the best offensive lines. They were dominant.
Tyrod Smith is a Hall of Fame career, arguably, on his way to it.
One.
You have Zach Martin, all-pro guard.
Yeah, and the rest of that line?
Their starting center, Frederick, has that autoimmune disease, so he's kind of messed up. He hasn't even really played all year. So that messed up their whole get-down, but they're even still good with Zeke, 3-3. So no way is Dak Prescott in the same realm as Derek Carr.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like Amari Cooper's in any better of a situation.
No, here's how he's in a better situation. Cole Beasley essentially is the Cowboys' best receiver.
Wow. KB just complimented a wide receiver. I'm shook. 2 weeks in a row. Bro, we got to stop mentioning Cole Beasley on this podcast. You talked about him as a rapper last week, too. Are you a Cole Beasley fan? Wait, hold up. Are you a closet Cole Beasley fan?
Am I a closet wide receiver fan?
Yeah. Low-key you are, actually.
First off,
I think about it.
I was a Jordy Nelson fan before
you were the dude who
everybody.
You were the dude who would call all
Brandon
go.
Stokely was
You
my
would call
fan.
an all go play with, and then have Ricky Pro going to the flat, huh?
No, deep out.
Yeah, same thing.
No, it's not. A flat and a deep out are two different
I
things.
meame, it's the same concept,
One's to
though.
the first down
same,
marker.
It's the same concept, yeah.
Well, at least one he gets the first down.
Yeah, it's the same
Buys
concept.
me extra possession.
Just-
Duh.
You just had a good offensive line. So.
No, that's like a risky ass screen pass because if they're in zone, guess what? You fucked up.
But yeah, man.
But no, with the Cowboys, Cooper can play all those receiver spots. Terrence Williams is suspended. They cut Bryce Butler, who should probably just get picked up by Oakland. That would be might as well go back to Oakland. That'd be kind of funny if he ended up being their savior at receiver because Jordy Nelson's your number one receiver right now, and Martavis Bryant and Jared Cook, who's really been your best receiver all year, even though he's a tight end. You have Cooper in that offense. Now you have to actually can't just stack the box because Cooper can take it to the house from anywhere on the field.
Literally anywhere on the field.
And he will
any position, anytime he touches the ball, like he can literally take the ball the distance.
You can just throw screen passes to him, and he'll make something
And
work.
if he didn't get worn down at Alabama, I would say you could even have him return kicks.
Alabama receivers don't get worn down. Look at the number one Alabama receivers; they don't get worn down.
I don't know, man. I just don't trust Alabama players.
I don't trust. First, if I trust Alabama receivers, they usually end up being good.
Yeah, for sure, they do.
Alabama tight end like O.J. Howard, he's an anomaly. They don't have tight ends like that. All those guys run like 5.2s and shit. All
right, man. So,
but with Dallas, you can't factor in the fact that you can't not factor in that Zeke is gonna get even more yards now because of this. This makes their offense better. They're a legit contender because you look at the corners in the NFC East. Eli Apple's gone. That's one starter down. Janoris Jenkins about to get traded. Philly's corners, low key, are trash. If we're
what
keeping
happened?
it a buck. No, they were trash when they went to the Super Bowl. We just didn't talk about it. Look how many yards they gave up to New England.
No, they were playing good though.
They were playing good.
They were playing good before then,
and
their pass rush was playing really well.
The pass rush is still good. It's just the offense is kind of sluggish. But when you look at that division, Amari Cooper arguably is the best receiver in that division.
That's a good point. That's fair.
Who's better than Amari Cooper on the Redskins? No one.
Well, I'm outside of Odell, right?
Outside of Odell, obviously.
Yeah.
Odell is just the one above all.
He got bleached hair and pictures with Drake.
Okay.
That gets you enough clout to,
it's Odell. Outside of the Giants receiving core, who else in the NFC East are you really scared of if Eli can actually get those guys the ball? Like, Dak is mobile. He's honestly just an athletic game manager. He's like a step below Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins' floor if Kirk Cousins ran a 4.7-ish 40. So you factor that in. Dallas won this deal because I don't trust John Gruden's drafting ability. He drafted Davin Joseph, was a Pro Bowler twice. Jeremy Zuta, who became a Pro Bowler, I think, after the fact. After Gruden left, and Aqib Talib.
All right, so I'm going to give you the last few teams that have had more than 3 number 1 first-round picks.
Jets had 4, right?
So 2017, Cleveland. Myles Garrett, Jabril Peppers, David Njoku. Still up for debate. Still out there. We don't know.
Myles Garrett has 7 sacks right
Solid
now.
so far.
He has
Solid.
7 sacks. Myles Garrett's going to be all-pro.
2013, Sharif Floyd. Hurt. Bust.
No, he's not really a bust. He still plays for them. He's not really a bust.
Has he playing this year? I haven't heard anything about him in 3 years since his rookie year.
They cycle guys in and out. They got
Xavier Rhodes, superstar. Cordero Patterson
was an all-pro for them on special teams, at least.
Wash. So let's just say that was a wash. Okay, those last 2 were decent. The next ones are trash. 2001 Rams. Damian Lewis.
That was the trash.
Adam Archuleta.
Trash.
Ryan Pickett. Trash.
The epitome of Basula.
But that was the year they went to the Super Bowl, no? So.
Wait, they went to the Super Bowl that year?
2001. Wasn't that the year they went to the Super Bowl? Yeah.
99.
That was a Tuck rule.
No,
that was a Tuck rule.
99, 2000?
No, that was the first year.
No, they won 99,
that was when
2000.
they lost. That was when
they went to, I think, back-to-back Super Bowls or Super Bowls in 3 years because they beat
the
Titans in 99, 2000 lost to the Patriots.
2001, 2002.
Yeah, so 2001.
So the draft that year would have been 2001.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the year they.
The Tuck rule was 2002.
Yeah, I guess
2001, 2002.
They were trash though.
Actually, no, you're right. It might have been after.
It had to have been after.
Because 2002, the Raiders lost the Super Bowl. So the year before was Rams Patriots, which
that was the first.
So then that would have been.
Patriots
So then
Super
they
Bowl.
had three. So then they had three after they won the Super Bowl. We'll have to look that up. But yeah, trash. Next one, 2000, New York Jets.
The greatest of all, possibly.
Sean Ellis, John Abraham, Chad Pennington, Anthony Beck. I mean, those are like
two
four.
of those guys were pro. At least two of those guys were Pro Bowlers. One might have been an All Pro.
One. I mean, yeah.
Pennington was a starting
that's
quarterback.
a good draft.
Beck
that's a good draft.
Was a good.
That's a good draft. But that's how you become the Jets and be a wild card team and never do anything and be forgotten from existence.
They built the foundation.
Are your kids gonna know about the 2000 Jets?
They should. No. It's not the 2000 Jets.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the Jets that went all the way to the AFC title game with those core players.
You mean with
Pennington
Mark Sanchez?
got hurt and came back. Yeah, but Sean Ellis was they had. But I'm saying those teams were great.
Next
for a while.
one, 95. Kerry Collins, Tyrone Poole, Blake Brockermeyer.
The Carolina Panthers. We'll talk
was
about,
that their?
We'll talk about Rae Carruth later.
Was that no? That wasn't their expansion year. No. That was 1991. Dallas, Russell Maryland, Alvin Harper, Kelvin Pritchett.
Well,
so pretty much
those guys were good. I think that was decent.
So pretty much it's like a 50-50 shot.
Alvin Harper finessed the Oakland Raiders.
Even with all three picks, the Raiders have pretty much let's say a 50-50 shot of getting anything valuable out of it.
They have a 35% chance.
Yeah.
Because one should definitely be a hit. The other one should definitely be a good secondary player. And the third might just be best available.
So let's get to the Raiders because I'm sure that's why people want to listen anyways. On the Raiders side of it, John Gruden, as you already talked about.
His ego is written all over all these moves, by the way.
A lot of people are saying this kind of redeems him for the Mac trade, but no, I don't think so.
You gave up a second-round pick.
It was pretty much a wash.
For a Hall of Fame player. You lost. They've
I consider this trade an even wash. For me, the Raiders wanted to tank.
Cooper's even.
The Cowboys need a player.
They lost on that Khalil Mack trade. I don't care what anyone says. You don't give up the best defensive player in football, arguably. He changed the Bears' defense, bro, by himself, and that's why they didn't.
I was talking about
Patriots because he.
I'm talking about the Cooper trade individually. I'm not talking about the group.
No. Okay.
Because we're not even talking about the draft day trade. Because people want to forget about the draft day trade was worse than the Khalil Mack trade. When you really think about it.
No, it wasn't.
The draft day, well, they're both pretty bad. You're right.
Because
the
Khalil
Mack trade is pretty bad, too.
Martavis Bryant.
Which he's done, what?
Doesn't
this season?
If he's still on the roster, you brought him back.
Which he wasn't for 2 weeks. But yeah, the point is.
That's their fault.
Those trades were L's. Huge L's.
Big L's.
This trade is a wash. So either way, you're still in the negative.
It's a push. It's like you're the kid.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a push.
But they're still in the black for that Khalil Mack trade.
And John Gruden keeps looking America in the eye and telling them that he's trying to win now when everyone in their right damn mind knows that they're not trying to win now. They're tanking. They're trading away their best players. And Gruden doesn't want to own up to it. And at some point, as a head coach, a leader of men, you got to have some accountability and tell it like it is.
When has John Gruden ever had accountability as a head coach?
It's a good point.
Let's be honest.
I tweeted
He's one
out
of those loud meathead dudes who really doesn't have any natural talent, but just talks about how he's a great student.
I said it 3 weeks ago. I tweeted out with the meme with the dude pointing to his head, and I'm like, you can't get traded. You can't get fired if you don't have a franchise quarterback, and that's pretty much what we're seeing now. First, the narrative shifted on Khalil Mack. He doesn't want to be Raider. Then it shifted on Cooper. He doesn't want to play football. Blah, blah, blah. And now it's shifting on Derek Carr. He's soft. Pretty much, this is just all part of the machine of Gruden being able to make these trades.
Andrew Martinez in the chat room. Shout out to you, Andrew. Fuck the Boston Red Sox. I'm sorry you're stuck dealing with all those horrible Bostonians. Maurice Hurst was a good late round pick, but that was honestly the best late round pick that the Raiders have probably had in years. Arden Key